All right. It's I don't know, it's like 9:30 in the morning on a Sunday. I'm so tired. Listen, I haven't been staying up too late playing Pokemon. The world has been starting too early. I don't know. Anyways, here's the thing. Here's the thing. We've got Curse of Strahd in 30 minutes. It's going to be session 3 of Daybreak. They will be heading down into the dungeon beneath the Death House, and it could be pretty bad. There is a lot of things going on, and the fact that I didn't get all of Curse of Strahd prepped before I started the campaigns is starting to catch up with me, because the worlds are becoming wildly out of sync, and we're only about 2 or 3 sessions in. So last night I ran my Curse of Strahd game for the classic group. So they are starting here in the Sword Coast at Baldur's Gate. They traveled to the town of Norbury, to an ancient elven graveyard, and then to an ancient elven ritual site, or basically where in ancient times, elves of different clans would meet with elves from different worlds, blah, blah, blah. Basically, they're trying to gain access to Barovia. So this group is trying to get into Barovia, which is kind of wild. Anyways, as I play through these, it becomes obvious to me that everything is everywhere. So I got different things that I build for different games, and I don't remember to go in and like sync them up. So I'm curious if my best bet is to just keep all the worlds open at once while I'm running it, so that I could just grab things pretty quickly from different worlds, or if I need to just set aside some time once a week to go through and sync all the worlds back up together. Sometimes it's a little hard to remember everything that has to be synced together. So we're just going to have to see. One of the things I do need to do, that I need to do, is we're using healing surges. So I'm going to go ahead and make a journal entry. I know we have a lot of journal entries already, but I'm going to make a journal entry for healing surges. So I'm going to go to our house rules. I'm going to create this journal, and we're going to be using healing surges. So healing surges are really cool because they allow people to heal themselves without needing a potion, without needing a short rest, and without needing a an actual healer. You can basically, like 4th edition style, everybody can just can do a healing surge. I think that's really good for a hard campaign like this. We had somebody die last night in the 2nd session. They were killed by massive damage from a skeleton, I think. Or maybe it was a ghoul, but they died. Yeah, so just something to kind of keep in mind. Alright, so let's see. This optional rule allows characters to heal up in the thick of combat and works well for parties that feature few or no characters with healing magic, or for campaigns in which healing is rare. As an action, a character can use a healing surge and spend up to half his or her, should we say current? Let's say current. There we go. Current hit dice. For each hit die spent this way, we'll also put rounding up. Let's see. Or should we say maximum? Half his or her maximum? Nah, I like current. For each hit die spent this way, the player rolls the die and adds the character's constitution modifier. The character regains hit points equal to the total. The player can decide to spend an additional hit die after each roll. A character uses a healing surge can't do so again until he or she finishes a short or long rest. Under this optional rule, a character regains all spent hit dice at the end of a long rest. With a short rest, a character regains hit dice equal to his or her level divided by 4. Alright. That's fantastic. Okay. For a more super heroic feel, so we're going to say level locked. Available at level 9 plus. For a super heroic feel, you can let a character use a healing surge as a bonus action rather than as an action. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do that. There we go. I'll probably go back in. There we go. Alright, so we have all this sorted out. So we'll go ahead and... Oh, here we go. We're going to copy this, and we're going to go ahead and save all this. And then we need to make a convenient effect that says healing surged, essentially. So we're going to create effect and say healing surged. And effect description. There we go. And we're going to go in here. And we'll go to magic, life. And let's say these 3 pluses look pretty cool. So we'll go with these 3 pluses. And submit changes. Alright. Beautiful. Okay. So we have all that sorted, which is great. And then, let's see. We have to duplicate this over for all of our other games. So, yeah, something to keep in mind. That also would change the way camping works as well, because currently we only get 1 hit die back on camping, but according to this, you gain hit dice equal to his or her level divided by 4, minimum of 1 hit die, off of a short rest, which is still pretty good. It's not going to come into play at all until much higher in level, but it's still pretty cool. Alright, so let's see, healing surges. We'll go ahead and make that available to everybody. So we're going to go here and configure permissions, make everybody the owner again. There we go. And we'll go ahead and export healing surges. And we'll go over to our other 2 games and import it. So under house rules, we'll just make something called There we go. And then we'll just import right over the top of it. Now this group has healing, technically, but they're like my friends and family group, and they're going for a hard and spooky game, but not nearly the S&M, Dark Souls simulator that the other groups have signed up for. All right, and then we go to Nightfall, and same deal. We go into House Rules. Go ahead and say and then we'll go ahead and import over it. And I guess this is the best way for us to prep everything, is having all 3 worlds open at once, and as we make changes to one, we just go make those same changes to other things. So, yeah, not a bad idea. Alright. Let's see. Okay, was there anything else on my to-do list that I needed to do? Down in the dungeons, we got that sorted. We know injuries are a thing, and we'll just make injuries as we go. Oh, the convenient effect. Yeah, should probably make that for everybody. So let me bring up the convenient effect here, and we'll go ahead and do create effect. And we'll do healing surged. There we go. Put that in. Go here. Up. Magic. Life. Picture. 3 pluses. Select. Submit. And just do it over and over again. Yay! Create effect. Now we could wait and we could export the whole custom file and then bring it over. That works too. But I'm just going to grab this all at once so I don't forget, because I feel like this is something that's going to come up quite a bit with people needing to heal themselves. Alright, life, go here, grab that, select, and submit. Hopefully my throat kind of clears up. I'm having really bad allergies this morning. It seems weird to get allergies in the fall, but like I'm allergic to leaves, I guess, when they're like dying, like leaf mold. So right now we've had like a lot of like rain and there's leaves, so there's mold, and I'm just like dying today. Like I woke up and I was barely functional, but thanks to a strong mix of food, caffeine, TikTok videos, and a lot of drugs, I think I'll be able to make it, but I'm feeling pretty shitty. I might actually drink tea this morning. That's how crappy I'm feeling. I hate tea, but I might drink it. All right, so we've got our healing surges set up, and another thing that we needed to talk to our players about at the beginning of the session is the companion system. So we need to reiterate that if companions do anything besides those 4 things, they will be, it will cost them. We also need to explain where the agency of these NPCs kind of comes in, right? Like they are NPCs. So in combat, they will do what they're told to do. But out of combat, they are not under the control of the players. I am finding that the players feel that their NPCs should have all of, like, they're treating it like they have 2 different characters, and I think that that's part of it is the threat of losing a character is so high, so they're like kind of emotionally buffering that by pretending that they have 2 active characters, but they don't have 2 active characters. Because technically the companions are NPCs. So they're NPCs that were created by the players, but they're not controlled by the players. They're directed in combat, but otherwise they do their own thing. Now, I need as the DM, to kind of explain that if I take agency in combat away from the character, that is not forced by magic or something like that, then that will not trigger threat or whatever. So, for example, it made sense to me that Dana would be pissed at Matthew for trying to trip her and get her killed, right? So she lashed out at Matthew. Now, she already had maximum aggro at that point, but if she didn't, would I have rolled for it? These are things that I didn't think about when I came up with this system. And again, I have never used this active companions or this active B team system before, so it's stuff that I'm still trying to figure out. Here's the thing, though: we don't want people who are invested in this this backup character essentially to feel that they were kind of cheated out of their stuff. There's also sort of a who are these people? So I should have had them fill out a flaws and bonds and all that kind of shit for each of them, so that we had a better sense of like who they were and what they were about. So in that way, let's go ahead and give everybody a quick homework assignment before we get started. So going over here, we're going to go and create a character, and we're going to create a standard character, and we're going to skip to the description part of the character. And we're going to go to personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws. All right. And we're going to go ahead and assign this to both of our groups. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go to the announcements page, and I'm going to say to better manage and roleplay your companions, can each of you give me some basic information about their personality traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws? There we go. Oh, I should probably put consider this homework for the game. All right, and then we're going to go down here and do the same announcement in Daybreak. It's a little late for daybreak because, you know, we have a game in, what, 16 minutes or something like that. But, you know, uh, again, I'm just figuring out the system. Did anyone take the haunted one background? No, because we didn't have backgrounds, remember? People are playing their backgrounds right now. Like, they are who they are. In my classic game, I don't think anybody took the haunted background. I didn't actually audit their characters to see what their backgrounds were. Let's see. Arabella is a criminal. Quinn is a sailor. Let's see. Edmund is a anthropologist who essentially studies extraplanar dimensions and shit like that. Olive is a faceless one. So, you know, basically like a vigilante. Overall, I really like my classic group quite a bit. And they've got these two very lovable NPCs named Cass and Claude. So Claude is like a tutorial character that's teaching them about harvesting. And then Cass is like a tutorial character that's teaching them how to be good at fighting. So if either of these characters dies, I think they will be very, very sad. Because, yeah, like, this character, Cass, has saved everybody's life a bunch of times. Claude is apparently just really unlucky, rolls really, really poorly, but he's teaching them how to harvest monster parts and explaining how that system works. I'm really enjoying it. This group, they're very novice compared to most of my players, so this has definitely been really cool to have these kind of tutorial NPCs in there. So Cass and Claude, much love for both of those people, because they really are they're my DM NPCs in this campaign, but they don't know shit other than their tutorial information. So it's kind of like they're never going to tell you what to do because they work for this Edmund guy. They're like hired muscle. But it's like when you play a video game and there's those NPCs that know more about the world than you do, and they kind of like remind you that, you know, oh, remember, this is how this works. So it's been pretty cool. All right, all over the map this morning. My bad. So let's see. We've put out a request for the Daybreak stuff, and that's cool. What else do we need? Oh, right. How far do we think they're going to make it? So, 3-hour session tonight. They're going to putz around for a little bit. They're going to argue about stuff. We're going to have like the recap, the faxpiration. We're going to talk about companions. We're going to have all these wounds and injuries, and then they're going to, I'm assuming, discover the stairs and head down to the basement. It is doubtful that these guys will make it through all of Death House tonight, or today, excuse me, it's in the morning time, as this hateful sun, let's get rid of this hateful sun. So, I don't know if you knew this, but I'm such a vampire that I have 2 sunlight blocking curtains like on top of each other to try to block sunlight. It's that bad. Alright. If they did make it to Barovia, one of the first encounters they have, we established last week, was a werewolf. Well, their Taroka card reading says that they're going to have the bad bitch werewolf lady as their chosen companion, as their fated companion. So my thing is, maybe that lady should be the one they meet on the road instead of the one that we kind of planned on. So I thought that'd be kind of cool if she was the one that they met along the road as their encounter. The other thing is, Irenia is a very important NPC, obviously, because she's Tatiana reborn. What do we do about her? Should she be met in the same manner in all 3 games, or should we come up with 3 different ways to meet Irenia, and each game just randomly gets a different way to meet her? So ways that I thought about meeting Irenia is, 1, she comes to their aid in the woods or the road if they are in an encounter. The other is they encounter her instead of her brother. Or they encounter her with her brother. And then the last one is the more traditional manner of they find her in the town normally, right? So I think it'd be kind of cool if each game met her differently. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe we'll just kind of get a feel for it, but we'll have a few Irenia introduction things planned. So, what else? They're going to switch from this tabletop to the Barovian tabletop. So we got to make sure we have lots of RP art ready to roll with that. And let's see, what else do we need? Oh, yeah. Back to like syncing stuff up. Let me go, and I think I had a list that I had made of things to sync up. We still have about 7 minutes before the game. Let me see if I can find the list. I think it was on my phone. It's good. Where's the list? Oh, also, another tangent in a completely different direction. I beat the Pokemans last night, and it was good. It was very good. It was a very good game. It was extremely good Pokemon game. It was a very good game, period, in my opinion. There were bugs and stuff, but I would say that the bugs weren't any worse than what you encountered playing through Skyrim with, like, you know, horses on buildings, dragons getting killed by peasants, you know, incredible ragdoll physics, giants knocking you up into the stratosphere. Random Irenia table, absolutely, yeah. We should definitely have a random Irenia table. Alright, where the hell is my list here? Ooh, I have a note in my phone here that says Red Moon. So, that sounds like a cool thing to have. I apparently thought the Red Moon was such a good idea that I left a note for myself in my phone twice. Let's see. Did I not take pictures of the post-it notes? That would be really dumb if I didn't. As we burn through the timer. Yeah, I guess for now, I'm just going to have to leave multiple copies of the world open, and if I need something, I've got to, like, grab it from one and bring it over to the other, because I cannot find my notes. Let's see. Where did I put my posties? Alright, hold on. Ah, drawer full of post-its. Okay. This one says Curse of Strahd. Fanspo. No, we don't need that. Oh, it says check items. Make sure everyone has a... What is it? Fate. Alright, so we got Fate Point. And we've got... Fate Point. And we've got... Fate Point. Alright, so that was taken care of. That's good. What else? Random tables we took care of. Ah, here we go. Every world needs to have a Briar Dryad, a Water Elemental, and a Gloom Weaver. Assassin Vine, Swarm of Blood Roses, Nosferatu Shulk. Let's see. Curse of Strahd, Veteran. Anna, Noble. Okay, so yeah, here's my list of things that have to be synced up. Alright, nice. And we got inspo coming for Nightfall. And let's see. Oh, another thing we have to check. All of these NPCs. It was asked, do they also have modern day tokens? And I can't remember if I officially answered this question or not. But I feel like it's very powerful if they all have 5, because then they have a total of 8. And I feel like the players probably shouldn't get to decide what they have, but it's a little too late on some of them. So I'm going to look through and see how many modern day tokens all these NPCs have, and I don't think that they should have the full 5. So I might reduce it to 3. There we go. And that's something that I need to update in all the games. Alright, so he wouldn't have leather armor, so let's get rid of that. And they do have NPC hit dice, so that's good to keep track of. Modern day tokens, 3. So he'd have 2 left. go. I think almost every NPC is probably going to have a phone on them. Let's see. Now, would it be messed up to say that Isabella would have her cane as one of her modern items? I feel like she kind of would, though. You know what I'm saying? So, let's see. We'll go ahead and take this club. Oh, great. I can't get the compendium to load up. That's unfortunate. I've been having that issue with, like, a bunch of these games. So let's see. Compendium browser. Item browser. Club. I can't tell what I did for this particular world that it doesn't have the items loading, but it's driving me kind of crazy. Let's see. Go to items and items D&D, and it's not even opening the compendium up. Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. All right, yeah, well, okay. Random idea: she's passing out masks for the festival in Valakai. I mean, that would imply that she's all the way in Valakai, so that already deviates from the plot line of meeting her in Barovia. So, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I am wondering why I have no compendiums in this world. That feels kind of weird. Let me go to some settings here. Shit, I am all over the map. Alright. 2 out of 3. And I think that Mackenzie is absolutely spent with all the shit that she has. With the healer's kit, the smartphone, and the whatever. So she's out of tokens. Alright. 2 out of 3, 2 out of 3, 3 out of 3. But we're trying to give her a cane. But we can't get any of this shit to load. Let me take her... Oh, someone took her fireplace poker away. Nice. Jack. Alright. Inventory. Fireplace poker. And let's see. Also, I'm not sure at what point it happened, but I can't... Oh, Alexa, stop the timer. I can't get items to open or edit right now, and I'm not sure what sort of thing I did to my Foundry to make it do that. But you can see right here, I'm hitting like edit item, and like nothing's happening. So it's a little frustrating. Also, apparently I deleted her altogether, so that's fun. Alright, let me drag her out again. And let's see. Edit item. Nope, still can't do anything. Huh. Alright, that's weird. Alright, let me export this, which I'm going to need from there. Everything else should be good there. Fuck. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to try my best with Foundry not working properly, my compendium's not loading, ability to edit things not working, having to run 2 versions of the game at the same time. Should be good. Feeling good about it. Alright, so, yeah. Feel free to stick around. Lexaeus is going to be the one hosting this game. They're affiliate on Twitch, so you can go over there and watch, earn some channel points, cash them in for Fanspiration for this game or your favorite game. Do I have shared compendium mod on? Brother, I am so tired. I don't even know what that means. Let's see. Compendium. Yes, I have many compendiums turned on. Let's see. Configure settings, module, compendium browser, maximum number of spells feats to display 500. Seems pretty fucking good. But here, I'll go to like 1,000 and save. Let's see. What else was I struggling with? It was also showing like RPG numbers, which I didn't really like, and I couldn't remember how to turn that off either. Okay. This is also in the Nightfall game, which doesn't help me at all either. Oh my god. Anyways, I'm just going to struggle through it, I guess. So if you want to watch me struggle through a game, that's going to happen in 3 minutes over on Lexaeus' channel. Tonight, we're going to do Mythic Odyssey. We'll do some Mythic Odyssey prep at 6. Probably some short prep dealing with Lutheria and the Nether Seas. And then tomorrow night, we're going to do some prep for Planeswalking with Odyssey Prime. So that should be pretty fun. And then we'll be doing some Planeswalking, finishing a battle against 8 Demi-Liches at once, and then entering the realm of Carceri. Should be pretty cool. And then Tuesday, we got nothing. Wednesday, Monster Hunter continues. Thursday, Curse of Strahd Nightfall continues. Friday, Rime of the Frost Maiden with Orpheus continues, and another vodcast with Dom. And then Saturday, Red-Handed Doom in the morning. A lot of D&D coming your way. And then Sunday morning, we'll be back here. So, I will see you next time.